Yaser Said was enraged when he discovered his daughter Amina had a secret boyfriend.
She got a brutal beating because he wanted all the information on my son, and she didn't reveal anything to him.
Yaser was determined Amina would never see her sweetheart Joseph again, immediately relocating the whole family from Bedford, Texas, near Dallas, to a new home in Louisville, 20 miles away.
I had no idea like what happened. She literally just, I went from talking to her hours a day, every day, to just nothing. She was just gone.
Joseph's mother, Ruth, says Amina was too afraid to even contact him for the sake of their safety.
I was concerned because I knew at that point the threat for Amina's life and my son's life was real.
Filmmaker Joel Pamos says Amina had long believed her father would eventually kill her.
Amina knew she was gonna die. She just knew it was a matter of time.
And Pamos says Amina became so resigned to it that she'd reportedly even considered committing suicide with her father's own gun.
There are several emails where she talks about killing herself, where she says, next time that he leaves his gun on the washer, I'm just gonna use it for what he bought it for, which is kill me. I'll make it easier for him.
Now, after being forcibly separated from the love of her life, a scared and heartbroken Amina sent a letter to Joseph's mom reading, "I hate it here. I heart Jojo, and I pray we'll be together again." Amina sent another letter to Joseph saying, "I don't care. He'll have to kill me first. I'd rather die than live without you. One day, we'll be married and happy. I love you. I can't stop crying. I love you." She also wrote in emails that her father was still determined to sell both her and sister Sarah into an arranged marriage in his native Egypt, saying he's gonna take me over there and let some guy choose me like I'm a freaking object. I'd give anything to just get to pick my own husband. And when Amina finally refused to take part in an arranged marriage, her Aunt Jill says a furious Yaser reportedly threatened to kill both her and Sarah, whom he discovered had a secret boyfriend too.
He had pulled a gun on him that day, and he was going to kill me.
The sisters finally realized they had to get away from Yaser to save their own lives.
And that's when Amina and her sister made the plan that they were going to go ahead and run away.
She just didn't want to be under her dad anymore, and that her and Sarah basically had enough, and they wanted a chance at a real life, so they left.
And Mom Patricia fled with them, driving to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where they leased an apartment to hide out.
When we left, we took our SIMS cards out of our cell phones and we broke them in half and threw them in the trash.
The first thing that the father would try to do was try to track them from their cell phones. And after they left, they got another one from, some small carrier.
The first thing Amina did was call the sweetheart she'd been pining for.
And we started talking again, and we realized everything that we felt was still there. And just because things had gotten a little crazy, that there was no reason to give up on it.
But Yaser wasn't giving up either, trying to find his runaway wife and daughters through her family.
He was trying to say that he wanted them to come home, and I told her it's a trick, just don't go back, just stay away.
Their mom, Patricia, would make the mistake of calling him, and once Yaser had their new number, he was relentless.
Leaving voicemails and then sending emails to my phone and Amina's phone saying that just to go back home, it was our house, not to leave.
And Joseph says Amina noticed her mother's resolve weakening.
She was very worried because her mom was having second thoughts.
Then a fateful decision.
We agreed on going back to Texas.
That was a horrible idea, just to stay gone. I mean, if you can't trust your mom and you know what your dad is like, what? And she told me that she had to do what she had to do.
Next, Amina and Sarah are lured into a taxi that takes them on a ride to their graves.